Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will put it away to start the game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Coffee. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Cowboys will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Works the middle of the field. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Turns it on in midfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's caught. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Snagged in the middle. It's Coffee. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Combs. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to keep your offense on the field? wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got a layup. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Using the quick game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hauls it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Connor? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
To the air on 2nd down. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it. Touchdown, Colorado! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
Just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Back to pass. The short hands, it's Combs. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here's the pressure. Right on the money. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down.
Here we go. Set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
22 water. 22 water.
Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Across the 25, he's got room. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They want that clock to run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Working that left side now. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Offense in a bunch formation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. He makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Combs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the back. Got his man. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
25 ticks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching